is Julia. My experience started a couple months before my actual retreat. It was a journey that I wasn't always sure I was going to make. And what initially started as I want to do ayahuasca to find more enlightenment about myself turned into more of what was actually really going on with me. When I first spoke to Sabina and Renato, they found out I was on antidepressants, and I had been on them for about 20 years, and it was a very high dose. At one point I was on 300 milligrams of Effexor, and then on top of that 10 milligrams of Wellbutrin. At the time of reaching out to Sabina and Renato, I was at 225, which is the max dose for Effexor, and I've pretty much been consistently on that dose, give or take, for the 20 years. So they were very concerned because of the serotonin complications that could come from that. And in order for me to do this, they wanted to make sure that I was safe, and they proposed a plan where I needed to wean off of these drugs. At first I was not really buying into it, but the more and more research I did, and the more I really looked into why I was taking these medications, I decided to take a leap of faith. And I partnered with Sabina, and she worked with me to do de-escalation of the medication, as well as do analysis with her, as well as supplements that I needed to start taking to help with any of the withdrawal. And withdrawal from Effexor is intense. It's extremely intense. And there were definitely times in the middle of that. We started in September, and we're now at the end of December. And there were times where I would think, this isn't worth it. Why am I doing this? But I kept pushing through with her help, with her encouragement, with the encouragement of my family as well. The big question for me was, okay, I'm off the antidepressants, but what's going to happen now? Is this a dead end? I come and I do ayahuasca and I have this experience, but where do I go from there? Am I going to end up with a mental breakdown? Am I going to need to be hospitalized? And that was so clear coming here. I no longer have any doubts about what my direction is, because doing ayahuasca and working with the team here, what they really did was it helped open up my mind, and I started remembering who I was before I started taking the pills. It was incredible. All of these memories of who I had been, and going back and understanding my decisions that led me up to taking the antidepressants. I truly feel free now, and I feel very much at peace and liberated. It's just the experience, being able to come inside myself and really understand the decisions that I took and why I took them, and having wisdom now with the age of knowing that there are other alternatives, and also being able to just let go of that emotional and physical dependence, always relying on a pill that in reality was numbing me. It was numbing my ability to feel things. So I was not a very nice person. And I have such a feeling of being able to now move forward and see the people in my life for who they are and be more involved with them. And this is something I would not have been able to do. And this is something, as much as I'm right now trying to explain and put into words, my brain is so full with everything that I have experienced within myself, with the opening of my mind and the ability to take in the emotions and the clarity. I will not do it justice. I just want to say that I am so happy that I took that leap of faith to get off antidepressants, to come and experience this, because it has given me so much more now, and I have just this excitement for the next phase of my life that I can do without the dependence, with the maturity to be able to move forward and try and understand my feelings in a better way, in a more constructive way. And I can do it. I know I can do it. So it's Renato says that healing is a decision, and I agree. It's a choice. You have to make the choice, and sometimes that does take that leap of faith. And until you do, you won't know what's really out there.